Thaddeus just speaks normally.
And you kind of do have to for the stream.
Yeah. I will. Since I don't try, I get the.
What are these things?
Okay. Game soon. Ow!
Are you okay?
I sneezed.
Ouch.
Okay, how's it seem? Really good.
It's looking good.
Audio?
Seems good. Are you moving anything?
Huh?
Are you moving at all?
No, just.
Okay.
I'll try moving crap now.
Yeah. It's reorganizing data and it's only at 2%.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be joining you.
There we go.
Sounded good.
Where the hell am I in this game? I haven't played this in a while. We kind of got distracted by Bowser time.
Hello, Nicholas.
Hey, Tatiana, what's up? Hey, Tatiana, what's up?
Fair warning, Belly is streaming.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Owie. Okay, let's just let it load, because for some reason...
We really need to stop. We really need to stop meeting like this. We really do.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Bowser Punch!
Okay, the loading is just taking a while, because I haven't logged on to Swtor in a little bit.
What is my internet right now?
Hey, Swtor, load. I love when loading is slow. There must be a lot of... What day is it? Yeah, that explains it.
Okay, cool. My pre-order is ready to be picked up tomorrow, which it should be. And I get to play game. Yeah.
There's that.
I just wish I had a capture card. So I could stream it.
Why is she so cranky? I'm trying. It hurts when I'm trying quiet. Oh god, could she die?
Don't say that. You love your sister deep down.
Okay. You'd be fine.
I never said I would be.
Oh. Well, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm on Alderaan.
Look at I'm ordering Taco Bell.
No.
I'm hungry and I don't know what to eat.
No.
Nothing in my house sounds good. Fine. I'll starve.
Okay, why am I not surprised that Ho-Ho is the one that unlocks the Rainbow Bridge?
I have not played that World of Light thing in Wii since it came out.
A World of Light is literally the story mode of what is
No,
not the DLC.
I did it. You know, I did it, but I haven't done it in ages.
Ah.
Like, I did it when it came out, but I haven't done it since like 2018.
The heir to Alderaan's throne was recently assassinated. Right after withdrawing
What
from
is
the
my
protection of
internet
the
right now?
The planet's in civil war, and for the first time,
can share it
thousands
around
of
if you want
years
some on your
without
page.
the armies of the Republic to bring order.
A divided world will fall quickly.
My internet sucks tonight. My internet's been sucking for a while. Like, it was getting better, then all of a sudden it went
We
bad.
have an alliance with one of the noble houses.
Yeah.
House Thorn. The house
Round
was
meeting
exiled
up
60
screws up
years
fiber
ago after a
optic cable.
failed bid for power.
That's
and
true.
came to us instead.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, they have
Fuck you,
proven
Ness.
too weak
You pushed me
to
off
do
the
what's
edge.
needed.
Do they need the fear of the Emperor put into them?
Yes. Jorad, one of the Thal Lords, insists on following Alderaan's rules of civilized warfare. I wanted to show him warfare is far from civil. Several of Thal's vassal houses have rebelled since Thal's connection to us became public. This cannot be allowed.
How's the stream going?
Take a slave collar from my man here and drag one of these rebels to our weak-willed Lord Thal. Kill the rest and leave them where they fall.
They will learn that the best way to survive is to submit.
These lords of Alderaan must lose their foolish pride. Those who will not bow
My
must
Streamlabs in
cling.
my other monitor. That's the wrong one. I guess sorry, I just moved Streamlabs around. But it also looks so cool.
Happy. We did.
Annie, what am I doing on screen? I want to see what the lag is.
You're currently running
You're
around.
wandering.
Am I outside now?
Yes.
Now you are.
Okay, that means I'm like 3 to 4
Hi.
seconds behind. Okay, that's not bad.
No.
Hey, Alucard, this is Alderaan.
Alderaan.
It's the country that it's the planet that got blown up in A New Hope.
Do you want to watch some of that tomorrow?
Sure. Oh, but I want to get my external DVD player. Then we can watch the special versions.
Or we can watch Slayers tomorrow, because tomorrow's my Friday, which is the 18th. Your Saturday, which is the 19th.
Which is special day. Okay, no. Alderaan, it kind of this is one of the saddest levels in all Star Wars games. Just because, look how beautiful this planet is. And what's the Empire do to it, Ellicode?
Blow it the fuck up.
You know, Tarkin would have got in a lot of trouble for that if he lived. Because Alderaan was a core world, and the Emperor had a policy. You can do whatever you want to the Outer Rim, but don't fuck with the core worlds.
Right.
So tomorrow, Bowser, you will be a guest on my stream again. What do you think?
I'm okay with that. God damn it, Ness.
I can pay you in Peach merchandise.
Why is cancel Sonic
The
Twitter
wood is
trending?
rotten and wriggling. Beetles carpet floors you
What?
raced across as a child, and maggots drop in tangled clumps onto your head.
Fuck you, Ness.
With
Come
due
here.
respect, my lord. This is what House Thule faces. An
Oh, they're
infestation
trying to
of vermin.
cancel people who
Thousands of eyes hiding in the dark,
specifically-
terrifyingly unwary. What's not to like?
Our exile was to stark and sterile places. Perhaps I never developed your proclivities.
Okay,
Who what, specifically like that over cuties?
Ah, the Killicks!
Yeah.
Man-sized, barely intelligent.
Then
It's the
those
nobility's
people are
duty to
idiots.
contain the swarms underground.
I mean, the people trying to cancel people who like Sonic.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with Sonic? I like Sonic.
Cocooning the survivors.
Yeah, who are exclusively Sonic, because a lot of people who like Sonic
You said they were naked.
denounced cuties a
They were
lot.
here first.
Legend
We don't
has it
like
Killicks
cuties.
once ruled the planet. Supposedly most flew to the stars.
Yeah, I had no
But how
idea.
many remained in hibernation? House Organa has been neglecting their
It's kind of sad this
responsibilities
planet
against
gets
the vermin,
kablooey.
but even they carry defenses against.
It's really
key
annoying because you can buy a
counterparties.
castle.
You could seize the
Castle
Organa
gets blown up in
toxins
4,000
and
years.
poison
I
the
mean, I'm
Killick
dead,
hives. Well,
Still,
Killick's will
that's
swarm,
the
and the other houses must defend themselves and do their part.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, what would you do if you learned in
All
4,000
war
years your
against
house
the
was going to be
Killicks,
blown up?
and Thule will
I'd be
save
dead, I
them
wouldn't
from
learn.
But would
infestation.
you no, but like if you knew it ahead of the time, wouldn't you be pissed off even though you're going to be dead?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, to be honest, the world's gonna explode one day.
20 million years.
Shit,
Yeah.
the hammer screwed me.
So technically, everything you own eventually is gonna explode.
Yeah, China will eventually become red giant and then explode.
So, my upload speed was great. What the hell happened?
Shall I instruct you?
Oh yeah, someone remind me tomorrow to export my sim stream.
Why?
Export your sim stream.
What the hell? Oh wait, I'm playing this on this, so if I press Shift Tab, it changes.
I sense you
Oh,
will go
damn it.
far.
Oh, I hate server lag, but I am playing it on a Friday, so what do you expect?
Well, it's Thursday in America.
No,
yeah.
but this is also the Australian server.
It's
Yeah.
Friday right now. It's Friday right now.
No, like
Right.
you're East Coast. It's in Australia. It's about 6 p.m. Friday, so this server's about to get.
Yeah,
Come
the
on.
time zones are different, so...
No,
yeah,
but I
the
was
time
just
zones are
I was
different.
just talking about the server I'm on because it's the
Son of a-
Australian and West Coast American server. So the moment it hits about the time I'm in now, it
My
starts
lady, this
chugging
must be the Sith
for
we've
about
been expecting.
24 hours.
I can
constantly.
feel her power.
Welcome, Sith. I'm sorry for the chaos.
Because by the time the
All
Australian
realms are
players go to
brink of
bed,
civil
the
war.
American players
But
are off
House
work
Thule
and they start
owes the
chugging it
Empire
up.
so much.
What did the Empire do for you?
Before I was born, House Thule was accused of conspiring to steal the throne. We were disgraced and driven off Alderaan.
Slumber
the Empire
floor,
gave us
huh?
a home in exile and helped restore us to our rightful place on Alderaan.
I can't believe I'm saying
But
this,
our
but
history can
Tingle,
hardly be of
come here, I
interest to
need you.
Darth Zash mentioned you were after a certain artifact. Am I correct?
Okay, how was that as a Chingle impersonation?
You've heard correctly.
Excellent. Then I should be able to help you quite a bit. Allow me to introduce Morin. He's my
Alec.
personal Sith guard. He did some preliminary
I
investigation
really have to answer
after
that?
Darth Zash
Yes.
called.
Charmed to meet such a renowned and
It's
beautiful
scarily
Sith. I
accurate.
began my research on a hunch House Organa close to ties with the Jedi. We captured
Yes.
and chatted with the Chamberlain of House Organa.
He confirmed that Organa
That's
owns
cool.
the artifact, and that it is kept in their private vault in the Elysium.
I'm not gonna go out.
Elysium
I
is an
didn't go out
ancient
much
majestic
anyway.
realm on Alderaan,
But
now
I'm
reduced
I
to a
don't-
battlefield.
gonna try to.
Unfortunately,
I'm
the Elysium is
outside person. I like
sealed
staying in
tight,
my room
and the key
reading
is held
books.
by Nomar Organa.
Staring at a Yoshi
I-
statue
Powerful,
for
revered,
5
and
hours a
obsessed
day.
I don't like staying in my room all the
You are the
time,
only
but
Sith on
I like
Alderaan
At least
who
it's
has
a
the
There's
computer.
people out there and I
Nomar.
despise people.
We must bring him here.
Nomar
People know
Organa
what
has a
they do.
reputation for strength and power, but above all,
Aw.
for his principles. He is,
But
by
I'm
all
people.
accounts, the perfect
No, you're
Jedi,
not people.
but everyone has weaknesses.
huh?
Isn't that right?
You are not people. You are queen.
What am I then?
You hit it right on the head.
I suggest you start in the library of House Alder. They are devoted keepers of Alderaan's history. Personal connections, I think, would be most useful. Siblings he was particularly close to, childhood friends. But be careful. House Alde is a close ally of Organa. They're likely to
Right,
attack
there's a civil
anyone
war
from
on
full
Alderaan.
on sight.
Sith, it is an honor to meet you.
You like Lord
They
Zash.
dodged it.
Did I
God
hear
damn
it
it.
right? Did Darth Zash really send you?
Oh, shit.
Here's my master.
So it's true. I'm honored.
You like
Really,
Darth
you
Zash.
were part of that group of slaves they brought to the academy for training, weren't you? They say it was you who killed Darth Scotia.
Oh, shit, what I grabbed? I grabbed the firepower, didn't I?
I'd say I'm impressed. And then I'd want to know how you did it.
I think that should stay my little secret.
I promise not to tell anyone. and I'm sure it's an impressive story.
There he goes.
For now, your curiosity will have to wait.
My curiosity is most impatient. I certainly hope we'll get a chance to know each other better. There are other Sith on Alderaan, but it's rare to get the time to just talk.
There we go.
It's a privilege to be treasured.
Good. Maybe
Sit
we'll
down
have
at
the
the
opportunity
platform.
to
I'm
talk
up
again.
to
I need to do some work for my lady
tomorrow,
right now. But in the meantime,
I believe so,
think
yes.
so.
Should I do the glitch fit?
There's only one way that ends, as far as I've
That
seen.
is up to you.
It was just a conversation, Andronicus.
Thought you might have been stabbed in the back enough times to know better than to trust another Sith, that's all. I guess it's none of my business, huh?
Yeah, when you're a Sith Lord, you have pleasantries with other Sith, and you stab them in the back later. And I'd be a good Sith Lord, maybe. What are your guys' opinions?
I think you'd be a good Sith Lord.
Ah! I bet the platform is under me.
Hey, I haven't checked the cartel market today. We got a droid companion. Hey, the Nautilus species unlocked is for sale. I'm going to get subscribed to Swtor next week when I get paid. I'm almost.
I think I'll do so too.
I'm also at the money level where I can actually use my Twitch money to pay for a permanent subscription.
Hey, Billy, if you can wait until Friday, that can be my gift to you.
I'm not gonna subscribe till next week.
I know.
I just want to do it before the special offer is done.
Okay, you see no more of these buzzer fists.
I need to turn Spitfire down. I am sorry, Spitfire.
One more.
Not your time yet.
Okay, let's beat up some nobles. Sorry, I'm telling you, before I just get a little loud. I'm sorry the stream will be gone. It will be like that for a couple of seconds, guys. Down. I don't want you guys being louder than me. I don't think it's fair. But, like, you can be loud to a degree, just not to where you're. Sorry for the 5-minute interruption, guys. Or 5 seconds. Well, you just give me the money for the subscription, right, Paige? Because it's very hard to give subscriptions to people from other countries. Right? Is that what you do? Pen? Hello? Paige, you there? I can't hear Paige. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Alucard, you can play this game too.
Yeah, I know, 1-3. Once I get that PC hooked up.
You just need somewhere
and cleaned.
And clean.
Yes.
Okay, first we need to check before you clean it, just plug it in to test if it boots. That would be step 1.
Yeah.
And step 2 is just cleaning it.
What is... who... Crymar? Is that Crymar Novan? That's a free nobleman of Alderaan. Unhand him. Who are you? What's this about?
I hate my internet. It keeps going out.
So you'll just give me the money for the subscription?
Mm-hmm. For the 3-month one?
Oh, the 2-month one.
Oh yeah, 2 months, right?
Yeah. That's
okay,
$30.
that one. I'll do that for you.
Keep them from rebelling, and the Empire will not have to punish them.
I told Moff Sarek that this was an internal problem.
All of Alderaan will be thrown into chains because of you.
Silent slave. The sooner you see reason, the easier it'll be.
Return to Hamlet. Okay.
I've said before that being too harsh might stir greater rebellion, though, of course, that's up to you.
I believe that is up to me.
Sir.
Fool vassals will now think twice about rebelling.
Potter.
Excellent. I am pleased with your work.
Out, evasive.
Very pleased. I would like to make you the voice of the Empire in House Bull. Aid Jorad and his men in crushing resistance to our rule.
Okay.
Obey her as you would me.
I like streaming Swtor,
and with the
it's a
same
fun
penalty
game.
for defiance.
I would join you, Billy, but my internet keeps going in and out.
So it's updating,
Yes,
but it's
sir.
taking forever.
My lady.
Oh, it finished updating. But with my internet with the internet on this computer keeping like disconnecting and reconnecting, I can't.
What's the next move?
I suppose the Moff expects us to take on House Organa. They're one of our oldest noble houses and loyal to the Republic.
And I've restarted it.
Until
I've done
recently, they've been without
everything.
an
I
army,
just
but they've got
don't
supporters
know
all over the planet.
what else I could
including
possibly
here.
do.
You'll never find them. They've got top-of-the-line cloaking, better than anything the Empire makes. No probes will get through, no spy sats, nothing.
Do you really want to find out what happens if you don't tell me where they are?
I don't know. Do you think we didn't anticipate this? We know what sort of monsters they breed in your Empire. I don't know anything that you could torture out of me.
House Organa denied raising an army, claiming it's just patriots defending their lands. But their attacks are too organized. We'll never find every group. We need to get inside their planet-wide communications. And that means finding a base with a physical link to slice into.
They will learn the folly of resisting the Empire.
Holy shit.
Alderaan is a free world. We will never submit.
Yeah, then in 4,000 years
If
we'll be
you
blown to
stand with the
pieces.
Organas, you betray 1,000 years of loyalty. The Organa guerrillas have a base hidden in some cave or other natural camouflage. There should be a master comlink there, guarded by their best soldiers. If you
I
insert
actually
this
don't know how the
computer
Sith
spike,
Empire
it'll give us a
collapses,
backdoor
'cause,
into all their communications.
they actually haven't revealed in the lore how it eventually collapses, but I'm thinking they'll eventually reveal that in
House
game.
Organa will not make another move without us
After the
knowing.
game is done.
I'm gonna stop playing.
The story of Swtor takes place over 13 years so far, from when you start your character journey till where it is in the DLC at the moment. So your character starts off at like 18 and now they're in their early 30s.
Let's see if I could possibly join you. I want to play. You're on Alderaan, correct?
Yep. You can play our characters sometime.
Yeah. Got my knuckles.
Obey the laws here. Okay, when I get to Manan, I'm not going to stop making that joke.
Do we go to Manon?
No, you go to Manan far later. That's DLC territory. You have all the DLC there, by the way. And you have all those characters, so you can get all the races that aren't cartel unlocks.
Yeah.
Which is good. The only thing I buy from the Play Store, since I bought all the unlocks in this game, I don't actually spend any money on the cartel market anymore. Also, actually, I didn't spend any money really, because all the cartel coins are saved up from subscriptions and the freebie thing. It took a lot of years, but the last time, no. Eventually, we're gonna eventually make our own guild. Like Alucard, how pretty is this planet?
Very.
Like, hey, you'd live on this planet, wouldn't you?
Sure.
It's one of the nicest looking planets in Star Wars. Hey, is that an Opilia? It's an Opilia crystal formation. Ooh.
What?
That was an Opilia style lightsaber crystal formation that I just looted from. Opilia crystals are very powerful kyber crystals that will make your lightsaber.
I lost you there.
So when you have your lightsaber, you can put the color kyber crystal in. Wow. Well, Nicholas, when you make your lightsaber, you can put 2 crystals in it. You can put the color crystal, which is what makes it power on. Then you can put an augmentation crystal in it to alter the beam.
Yeah.
Like the Opilia crystals. The Opilia crystals make the beam basically burn at a higher temperature so it can cut through things faster.
But a lightsaber every single substance.
And it can't cut through every substance, you can cut through most things. Like, there are some things, like... there is a lightsaber-proof metal called ketosis, but it's just so damn rare. That, it's mostly used to, not on... Okay, you know the outside part of a Star Destroyer or a battleship, the outside hull is made of cortosis, but everything inside is just Durasteel, because the most they can do is put the...
You know what I find is stupid? Joey, you know what I find is stupid? Wait.
What?
You know what I find is stupid? Remember that one scene in Return of the Jedi where that rebel, pilot, kamikaze, that super Star Destroyer, and then all of a sudden, once the ship crashes into the bridge, the entire ship just.
Oh, there's actually an explanation for that.
Yeah.
The Super Star Destroyer at that point actually wasn't finished.
Right?
Vader's flagship, the Executor, the Super Star Destroyer, by Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
By the Return of the Jedi, it was only 95% complete, so when you crashed into the bridge was structurally weak and just collapsed, and the systems on the bridge went haywire, which caused basically a cataclysmic overload in the reactor and caused an explosion. That's how they exploded. The ship was not finished, so it was weak.
And it crashed, and it crashed into the Death Star and blew up.
No, it's just like it's an 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but there is an explanation within the lore to why the Executor went through. Like the Executor wasn't fully complete; it was almost complete. It was combat ready, it's just it wasn't completely finished. So it had some structural weaknesses at the point when it was deployed in Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Does that help clear up some of your thoughts on it, Nicholas?
It does, because I think one small ship crashing, one small A-wing crushing, one small A-wing crashing into the bridge of the Super Star Destroyer, the Executor, was just stupid.
But with the extra lore that you know, does it explain why it happened? Like, does it make sense now?
Yeah, because it doesn't really make sense at all. It really doesn't make sense.
But if you add the extra lore that it wasn't fully completed and the bridge was structurally weak, it makes sense why the ship kind of blew up.
Oh, Billy.
Hey, Gina. Hi, Gina.
Wait, why did you miss the test? How is work?
Busy.
Any Karens?
Unfortunately, no, but we only have 3 people.
At least you got no Karens. That's a bonus.
Plus.
I'm just playing Swtor at the moment. Streaming. I like Swtor, it's one of my favorite games.
And then, Tina, you can borrow the game I'm getting tomorrow.
What time do you want me to come pick you up?
When do you have work tomorrow?
Not until 4.
So, I think she'd like 10-ish or something.
Yeah.
Before noon.
That work for you?
Huh?
Maybe 10 or 10, between 10 and noon. Maybe? Because I don't want to get too close to you when you work. Because...
I have the game already. I just haven't played it yet because I'm waiting until release date.
You're also waiting.
No, it's nothing to do with you. It's released.
Why?
It's released today.
So you could play it. And why don't you play it?
Because I'm waiting.
For who? I just said because you're waiting for me, and you say you just had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it's also the American Horn State, so I'm waiting for that too. I have altered it here. Pray I do not alter it any further.
Hey, what do the dyes do on the cartel market?
They let you dye your armor.
Okay.
I don't know a lot of it. Sorry, I'm focusing more on lightsaber crystals.
Where do you find the lightsaber crystals?
On the cartel market.
Where?
Every weapon box. Actually, let me go to this.
You mean item modification?
Yep. Yeah, and then you go with all the crystals. It's really cool ones. I have 200 of the 200 and something lightsaber crystals in the game. Thank you, years of wasting my time spending cartel coins when I didn't pay for them. Okay, you know the Jedi panel. Fine. Yeah.
Use it so I'm actually considering buying a crystal.
What?
I found a purple crystal! On a purple lightsaber!
No.
Why?
You do not waste cartel points on that crap. You wait until they're on sale.
I want a purple lightsaber! Fuck!
They're all talking about...
I went with what the color I had because I jacked it out of another lightsaber. I was like, fuck it. I'll take a color that's not the red one.
One with the data feeds are shut. All I've got out there is please save my. Thank you.
You can get standard purple crystals in the game. It's just they're a little tricky to get.
How?
You don't have crafting skill high enough.
No, I don't think I have that at all.
Well, I have a character that's crafting skills high enough, so I could craft you one. I do believe purple crystals are available in the game. Can't remember. Sorry, I have not crafted them. Once I have crafted a lot of lightsaber crystals. I have like one of each in my main character's inventory storage. So, and I'm not switching to that guy at the moment. But I'll check later on.
That's fine.
If I have one laying around, I'll send it there.
Okay, sure. Because I got just on a purple one. I like the color purple. Purple and teal are my favorite colors. They also work very well together. Aesthetically.
I win again because I am great.
Okay, now here's the question. Where the fuck are you?
I'm in a cave. Let me get out of the cave.
Are you sure you want me to play with you? Because it's gonna be the same as it usually is where the hell are you? I'm not streaming this, by the way, because...
Your internet's too terrible for that.
At the moment, Swtor probably isn't going to be something I stream.
Well, it's not something I stream, because it's like Alderaan and Sims. We will never... You can say this after me, Alderaan. We will never run out of content. Chop, dick, dick, chop, dick, dick. I'm in chapter 1 of this game, which is, I'm not even a third through the damn story yet. I've been streaming this game since June. Oh, it's gonna be like...
I need to go back to my Sims playthrough.
This is gonna take like till 2024 before I actually do all the main story.
Is that sad? Like, I want to be able to finish The Witcher and like other things, but they're so long, my brain goes, I can't.
You know, I picked Swtor as a game that I've already spent enough money that I have all the unlocked, so I can play it pretty well. I can't play as well. I don't have all the perks of being a subscriber, but I have enough of the unlocked that you can buy with control coins that compared to a regular preferred player, I'm not really handicapped.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the one with the background noise.
Problem. If it's my TV, then it's me. If it's whatever's going on in the background that I'm hearing, not me.
Oh, let's see. Opaque ray crystals. I can teach you how to craft later, Paige.
Okay.
I'll give you a master class on it later.
If I'm a little bit bitchy, I'm blaming one thing.
The internet?
No.
As a man, I can't say that without getting punched. Alderaan, am I right?
Yeah.
Are you saying claiming me being on my period? You can't claim that without being hit.
Yeah. It's a fact of life. Men can't claim that. Because they'll get hit.
Because it's apparently sexist. When it's kind of a fact of life that women are more irritable.
Oh, duh. Women are going to be more irritable when they're in a period. Their body's going through hormonal changes. That's just kind of
I'm just happy I finally got to find some work after 6 months of not working. I'm finally going to work. Thank God.
Well, that's good.
No, I need work.
I'm part of an HBCU network.
That's cool.
Good luck.
If you don't know what HBCU stands for. Titian, if you don't know what HBCU stands for. Yeah.
I need to get work, but I'm gonna draw it.
Yeah, because this pandemic has really fucked a lot of people over.
My job market was already crappy as it is because my town's in the middle of an actual environmental drought. And you
I
put
really hate this pandemic. I really do.
No, if you put COVID with the drought, it kind of makes the job market go poof.
It's like, oh, did we have this? Did you want this? Yeah, no.
It's so bad McDonald's isn't hiring.
And McDonald's is always hiring.
Exactly. My town's job market at the moment is so bad that McDonald's is refusing to hire people because their word is, we have enough. Because the people who are working at McDonald's at the moment are clutching to their jobs like it's liquid gold. Like, they'll do overtime. They don't complain about the customers. They just sit there, shut up and go, we keep job, right? That's kind of sad, Paige, is that when people are clinging to a McDonald's takeout job, like it's life.
Oh yeah.
But it just shows you how bad the job market in my town is, because there's only one real job vacancy at the moment, and that's to work on the roadworks crew. And I can't do. If I was physically able, I'd be on the roadworks crew within a day. I would sign up and just go, take me now. But this is hard manual labor. I don't care. Give me a job now.
Give me a job.
But like, no, the roadworks crew is you have to work out in 50-degree heat, screwing around with hot tar and cables.
Yeah.
People die. The main cause of death for roadwork crew members is heat stroke. And it's not the government's fault if you don't stay hydrated. Like, they'll supply you with water, but if you're not drinking it, you can't blame them for it.
Yeah.
Like, you get $30 an hour if you work on the road crew. American, that is. Because
that's actually a lot.
It's a really...
Hello.
Hello, who is
Good.
that? Hello?
It's your mom.
Hi, Ty, I'm playing Star Wars.
Hi.
The dark side leads to many abilities people would consider unnatural.
Yes, I am. It feels like I'm back a lot sooner than what I should be, but...
I'm playing... Hey, Ty, you like Star Wars? I'm on... Yeah, if you remember A New Hope, I'm on the planet that gets blown up on A New Hope.
What the heck is going on?
There's no drama while I'm streaming. Yeah, if you want to talk about that stuff, please move to I don't know another.
Oh my god, you need to share that. I need to see... I'd like to see that costume.
There we go, more dead. The dark side leads to many abilities that the Jedi would consider unnatural.
That reminds me, I picked up a trench coat pattern at Hobby Lobby not too long ago. I need to get started on my Gajeel coat.
I don't know.
So I'm thinking next week I'm going to start on my Gajeel coat. I just need to find the right color fabric.
Remember, my friend, the Force is not an ally. It is a
I need to
servant.
decide what fabric to use though.
It is you who decides who controls who. Okay,
Hey, Spitfire.
I'm just gonna say Sith points.
I'm going to send you a picture of what I'm going as if you haven't seen it already.
Oh, can I have a look too, Ty? I'd be interested.
I need a fabric suggestion.
I'd just like to be interested in what your costume is gonna be, man. Now I have to say, if it doesn't have sequence, you need more sequence.
Fuck, what did I do with the... What did I do with the image?
Hey, look, Hunter. Hey, look, Hunter. Look, lightsaber resistant droid, Alderaan.
Don't make me say it.
Say what now? I have no idea what you're referring.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do. It's not my... I actually understand why they don't have all the Cortesis and battle droids, because Palpatine manipulated it so the war would be incredibly close.
Alright, I sent it to you, Spitfire. I sent it to you.
Hi, Ty. Playing. The 3D All-Stars game came in yesterday. Hey, Scarlet. I'm trying to be silent, but it hurt quiet and it's hurting my vocal cords a lot.
Oh my god, yeah, you did DM it to me. Trickle, 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 trickle.
Hey, Ty. How was work?
I was actually working for the pandemic actually.
I was asking Ty how his day at work was.
Yeah, I was in office before the pandemic.
I was unemployed before the pandemic. I've been unemployed for a while.
Yeah, I was unemployed before the pandemic myself because I got wrongly terminated. But thankfully, I got a what they considered an essential job, so I managed to make it through.
If I was physically able, I'd be doing the road work for, even though that's crap work for 10 hours a day. You get $30 an hour.
Honestly, working on a road crew, from what I understand, is actually pretty good money here.
Yeah, well, in Australia, it's $30 USD an hour. The minimum wage here is 20 USD an hour.
Okay, I'm an American pleb. You need to convert this shit.
Okay, the Australian minimum wage is around 20 USD an hour.
Is that good in Australia or bad?
It's good. It's like our cost of living is higher, so our minimum wage is higher. So in America, it's about the minimum wage being about $14.80 an hour.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad job. Well, but then again, there is still the physical issue.
No, but that's minimum wage. Then with the road crew, it's $30 USD an hour, which in America would be about $26 an hour as a flat rate.
Okay.
When you just join the road work crew, you're not even anyone. You're just a newbie. Because the longer you're on the crew, the more money you get paid for being on the crew.
Yeah. Okay, Spitfire, what is it?
Well, I will say this time, the road work crew foreman gets $80 an hour.
Hush, Zio. Hush, Zio.
It's my stream, bitch.
Alright. You'll have...
Faux leather,
yeah.
Faux leather.
Yeah.
Like a road work...
Yeah.
Ty, I think you do a road work crew, because in Australia, if you're one of the, like, foremen or head operators, you get, like...
Okay. Everybody, look, one at a time, please.
You get about $80 an hour.
Okay, Spitfire. I'm sorry,
I'm the one streaming, remember?
I cannot thank you enough for your quick work.
It was a costly defeat.
Well, they have deep pockets.
Okay.
What's the source of these? Lord Chiles is my vassal. He swore loyalty to me personally when we returned from exile.
I find the best oath of loyalty.
Parameters indicate the probes were to join an assault team at
Okay.
this program indicates
Alright.
The siege.
Sorry to hijack.
I will hold back this army
Yeah.
myself.
You have more if you...
Like, I think $80...
So sorry to hijack you. Sorry to hijack you, Zio, but come on, you got to keep in mind I'm like severely like ADD. I can't focus.
No, it's fine. It's like I think $80 USD an hour for being a high-ranking person in the road work crews a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like,
I would personally do that type of job though, because I mean that keeps me active.
I just can't do it with my physical disability. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like if I wasn't disabled, I'd sign up for it.
Yeah.
It's not a lack of wanting. It's the
that'll be a bit of a pain.
Hello. No, like, how much is that? Because you work 5 days a week, 10 hours a day on a roadwork crew. Let's do that's 50 hours.
That's like three.
Yeah.
Isn't that like $300 a day?
Yeah, it's 50 hours a week. So let's do 80 times 50. You get $4,000 a week times it by 4. $16,000 a month times 12. You're getting 200 grand USD a year before tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see why roadwork crew foremen live comfortable lives. Because they get paid out the ass.
Yeah, personally, that would be the job I'd be going for, mainly because I like to work with my hands, and because, you know, it's brutal physical work. I'm the type that wants to break down my body and keep myself active.
Yeah, but like people saying like roadwork crew, I've seen the roadwork guys. They work like dogs. They barely have any. They get a break every 3 hours, and basically the whole time it's just them digging crap up.
Okay, sorry to derail the conversation, but I just saw Spitfire's Al post in Queen's Lounge.
Hey, wouldn't it? Isn't that a lot? I see why a lot of people go into work like that, because you can earn more money than you get getting a degree. Hey?
Yeah.
Like an average degree job gets you like 100K. 200 grand for doing manual physical labor. I see why people go for those jobs.
A degree job? What kind of degree job? Because depending on the degree job we're talking about...
No, like on average, like if you go across the whole spectrum, the average pay for the person with the degree working like at the top of their career is like 100 grand.
I was about to say, if you have a degree here in the United States, I have not heard of any job outside of like maybe lawyer job that's like 70K a year.
No, but it's like that's on average. It's like, then you see huh?
Oh, yeah, someone in chat.
Hello? The Crocodile 877 guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Did you say anything else again?
The dark side is up.
Yeah, I said hello to him about that and everything. I also said the line, the dark side leads to the dark side of the Force leads to many abilities that the Jedi...
Come to the dark side. We have love nectar covered cookies.
Come to the dark side. Our ships are big triangles.
Come to the dark side. We have love nectar covered Oreos.
Hey, Alderaan, look! A sword that's lightsaber resistant.
I don't know. Billy has had things
I'm not saying
made
it.
with love.
Uh-huh. Oh, look! A little droid that goes around you, injecting you with Colto and Bacta so you heal while you're in combat.
Hey.
Come on, Alderaan.
No.
Billy?
But are you
Billy,
thinking it?
Billy, you've had cookies made with love.
What? No.
Not lying.
No. I deny this all.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Lies! Canadian lies!
Oh, I'm not Canadian!
American lies! Propaganda! Lies! Slander!
Who's the Canadian here?
You. Moving on.
Alucard's a moose back.
But it was Tiger last night, and you said you, Billy, so that means you were calling Tiger Canadian.
We're all Canadian.
I take offense to that.
Hey! I am not a Mapleback.
Yeah. You spelled color wrong.
I am not a moose fucking Mapleback.
I don't spell color wrong. You spell color wrong.
Okay, the origin of color is from Latin. You want me to go on a whole spiel of the history of the word color?
Sure.
No, let's not go through Professor Zio's lectures. I want to disrupt this class, not listen.
And today we'll talk about how the Commonwealth will take over the entire planet. Oh gee, Brian, do we have to discuss that now? Yes, we do.
Shut up, Meg.
So,
I'm sorry, but
Imperial puppet who taught Jorah
I'm
to
sorry,
bite
but
instead of bark.
there is.
Does he lick
I'm
your
sorry,
hand?
but my name
Fetch your
isn't Meg.
slippers?
I said shut up, Meg. Don't make me chain you up outside again. Oh, no, wait, that's what I do to Hasayo. Never mind.
Oh, so now I know what you're doing, huh? See, no matter what race you are, a kick in the nuts takes you down. What, the kick in the nuts attack?
I concede.
Should you be ashamed?
Have the better skill. Perhaps it is Alderaan's fate to fall to the Empire.
Okay.
I will tell my people. We must find a way to live through these times. I will tell my
guys are nuts.
Where the hell are you?
I am under the ground.
Well, I am currently outside somewhere.
Okay, Zio, you're calling us nuts. Are you just now realizing that?
No.
Okay.
You're nuts. It's an acronym.
That does not go in there.
I got stuck.
Mewtwo.
Someone, Billy, what do I do when I'm stuck?
Where'd you put those dolls? Did you put them in the bins?
Like slash that goes
The dolls
right
that
to
were out
left,
in the
then
living room?
type stuck into the chat box.
All right, I'm moving them over
So,
here. And I'm
check
going
my
through 'em.
stream.
I'm getting rid of these
Just watch
LOL
my stream. I'll show you how to do
surprise
it. So you
I
see-
did it.
Yep. Yeah,
Like,
if you get
they're-
stuck, do that.
One, they
It
look
will
like
teleport you
cookies.
out. It will teleport
And
you out of
two,
the
she
environment.
don't fucking play with them.
I got stuck in like
I
a
need to
ship
turn
thing, and I
Spitfire
was like,
down because I can hear a certain thing I don't think she wants on the internet. Sorry, Spitfire.
What, right now to my kids?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's new with you, Spitfire?
So, if I can't hear you properly, Spitfire, don't get mad. It's just I have you turned down so your kids are protected. I hope she's not mad at that. Ty, check Professor Disclosure because I said something about the Illuminati.
I saw your Illuminati post. Shut up about the Illuminati. I don't care about the Illuminati.
You should care about the Illuminati.
Fuck the Illuminati.
Sure.
Hear you what?
No. The Illuminati does exist. It's just all the conspiracy theories are wrong.
Honestly, see more of a Lady Sonade with you.
That's a good idea.
I'd go with Lady Sonade.
What about who's that other crap, can't remember her name. That's gonna annoy me for a while.
Oh my god, that reminds me. I saw Alex Drastel's cosplay. I think I might have shared it before. Alex Drastel did a cosplay of.
Cutscene time.
He did a cosplay of Jiraiya. Holy shit! Talk about anime versus real life being 100% accurate.
I like that guy who cosplayed as Stanford from Gravity Falls. He looks exactly like him.
I don't watch Gravity Falls, so
No, but it's like it's one of the best cosplays I've ever seen in my damn life. Like he looks 1-to-1 like the guy. Like you know when you see cosplays like that, they actually look like they could be a live action actor of it. That was the level of detail and accuracy in his costume.
Take 10 heads for every one traitor, and they will
Ty?
not rebel again.
The Thals need not fear any further rebellion.
Oh, I thought you'd want to know more about the Japanese guy, because he announced a new policy.
General Stanul Thal is coordinating our efforts near House
It just popped up on the stream. Do you want me to tell you about it?
You have saved my house's dream of ruling our world.
Well, he's very pro-West.
That will mean. I will not forget.
I'll just say that.
I'm honestly not surprised. I mean,
Like, he wants to have at least a trade, like, he still wants to have trade with China, but he's trying to move Japan away from China, and instead of getting crap made in China, get crap made in India.
Yeah.
So he's trying to move away from China. Which is, but he still at least wants to do it so slowly that China won't get pissy over it.
It's always going to get pissy.
But you know, like, do it, like, if you try and do it all at once, China's gonna go big international instantly. If you do it, like, gradually over a decade or two, China will be, they can't be pissy about it.
Maybe you'd like it to be pulled out altogether. See how House Thule fares on its own. Let me worry about
Hey,
the
you
men,
get
my
what I'm
lord.
talking.
Go back to the dining hall.
Because if Japan tries to pull out all at once, it will just make China very angry. But if they do it gradually over a course of a decade or two...
Billy.
Yeah?
Anakin, the rule one of Star Wars is to never piss off Anakin. Don't piss off Anakin.
Huh?
The first rule of Star Wars is to never piss off Anakin.
No, the first rule. No. The first rule of Star Wars: if there's an old man with a British accent, don't trust the fucker. Because
Anakin, because the last thing you want to do is piss off the chosen one. Don't piss off the chosen one. Don't piss off the chosen one.
Nicholas, do you agree with my thing? For the first
What?
rule of Star Wars is if there's an old man with a British accent, you don't trust him.
3PO?
No, because there's let's see, there's Ian McDermott. He has a type of British accent. There's this all
Where the hell are you?
Yeah, Anthony Daniels
We're
too.
not underground now. I see your screen, Billy. Where the fuck are you?
Here.
Anthony
Near
Daniels
the
too.
travel station here at the thingy-mabobber.
You are not helpful with directions here, buddy.
House little taxi. So, like, all powerful old Sith Lords have English accents, so, like, a type of British accent, so it's like, if they have any type of British accent and they're all, don't trust them.
Anthony Daniels has a British accent.
No, but, like, he's a droid. I'm actually talking, like, actual old men in the show, like,
I'm here,
Sidious.
buddy.
Hello.
And I heard that, I actually heard that Anthony Daniels and Kenny Baker did not get along.
He's kind of... Anthony Daniels is the person that he has it in his head that he should be the only person only he should be allowed to play C-3PO, which is why he always plays C-3PO whenever.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's not talk about the actors, because I'm trying to talk about the lore of Star Wars itself. Let's see, now where are we going all this way. I like my name, it's Welsh. That's all I'm giving you.
What does it mean?
Inheritor of power.
You just inadvertently doxed him.
Mawalith Ifetel. Doesn't it annoy you Americans that the Australian can just say European sounding names with no effort?
I have a reason why Homework Anakin, I read the season 7 version of Anakin.
What the hell am I doing? Away we go!
Of all the models of Anakin on Homework, I really like season 7 Anakin. I really do.
Yep. Clone Wars is good. I'm just trying to think here. What am I doing?
Okay, I posted a...
Because the model,
I think both versions of Clone Wars, like the 2003 Tadakatsuki version... Oh, Tadakatsuki. Fuck, I forgot how to say that. The guy made Samurai Jack. His version is good, while the Clone Wars, the animated LucasArts version, is also very good. They're just good for different reasons. The Clone Wars has very good storytelling, while the Clone Wars 2003 helps you see the scale of the war. They both add to the piece.
I talked about Star Wars and I have no idea because I haven't really played or watched.
I don't care about Star Wars. So.
I don't care if you don't care about Star Wars, but my thing is, if I like something, just don't get at me if I nerd out on it. Like Ty,
I'm going to head to bed, guys.
Good night.
See ya. But tomorrow, it will be my Bowser time.
Later, dude.
Bowser time.
You can plug yourself if you want. Before you go to
Yeah,
bed.
no, I'm good right now.
Okay. Actually, all you guys, you can include your page. You can plug yourself if you want. Plus,
I'm headed to bed too.
what the hell am I doing?
Leave me with these weirdos.
Oh, you're with us now, Ty.
Good night, Nicholas.
Night, Nicholas. Ty was streaming, so he couldn't really talk.
Is it sad that when
My break's already over.
when Nicholas finally trusts me enough to call him Nick, I probably will still call him Nicholas.
He doesn't trust me enough to call him Nick yet, and I've known him for a year. So don't worry, he's never gonna have to actually call him Nicholas. Nicholas
Or
by
Nick.
Nick because he's a he can.
It's the same thing with Spitfire Knight.
Like Nicholas is.
Well, just give him some time. I mean.
No, it takes a long time to gain Nicholas's trust.
No, I'm glad I don't have to call him Nick because that name is taboo for me right now. And
Going back to the Illuminati.
No.
The Illuminati is real. It's just that they're not this massive organization that controls everything. They're more of a. Oh, it's sort of like a lobby. They're like a secret lobbying group that has some power, but they're not the. You know how people think they control absolutely every aspect of everything?
Sounds like over-glorified.
No, they don't do that. They're like a lobbying group that has a lot of power in a lot of countries that is behind the scenes, but they can't just go do this and the country will do that. It's just they can sway things.
they can put pressure, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're not, we are the mighty master race kind of, no, they're not that. They have power and they're hidden, but they're not almighty rulers. Like, should you piss off the Illuminati? No, they have enough power to make you disappear if you piss them off enough. But they're not. They can't start World War III at a drop of a hat kind of thing. Like, you kind of get what I get.
Yeah.
It's like they have the same amount of power that the Catholic Church has around the world. They can lobby things, they can push policies, but can they control every aspect of government?
Okay.
No.
My break is over and my attention span is like really hard to keep up.
See
right
you,
now,
Ty.
so I gotta
There's
go
a
back to work.
there's a football game on tonight if you want to watch it. That's all I'll say. Did you enjoy the football page?
Yeah, I did. Sorry I fell asleep.
My team won. Yeah. Sorry, I like football, but I'm one of those fans who gets happy when their team wins, but if they lose, I just go, eh. But I'll only be disappointed that they lost if it's like the Super Bowl or something. I'll be going, oh, that kind of sucks, but then go, eh. Like I might be down a little for a day, but it's not like I'm not gonna be angry or anything. I think I'm the kind of sports fan that most sports fans should be like. 'Cause I don't get the people who get that invested with it.
The killer hives have been poisoned.
I just don't
They'll
understand
swarm
it.
soon.
and the noble houses must accept their obligation to combat them, thanks to full leadership. In another life, you would have made a fine
Sorry for turning you down,
guardian of the
Spitfire. It's
mountains.
just I don't want to risk your children. I feel bad though. I hope she isn't mad at me. I just just wanted to put her children before, you know. Go to the travel station. What planet are you up to, Paige?
Hold on real quick.
You just opened the little tabby thing.
Hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina.
Gina?
She's in silent.
Gina, I can't hear you.
Nor can I.
Available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Let me just travel around the map and I'll tell you which travel station I went to. I'm just trying to unlock some travel stations. Gina.
Gina, man. I think my sister fell asleep.
So what are you doing? Paige, so you're voting. What party? What happened while I was... How long... Were you in VC with me the whole time that I was asleep before?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort through these. I'm not gonna get rid of the
When did you leave?
babies. But I'm going to...
When did you move?
Like...
I was
I'm gonna put some of this stuff away and then the other stuff I guess will go to chems.
Paige is it...
I know, Ellie likes Max.
Like,
Potato Head.
I love my...
Freaking...
I love
Hey
Sonic.
man, I've cleaned that thing up.
No,
Do you know why the sequel trilogy really wounds me?
Just can go over to my dad's.
Because I could write something better. And it really hurts when it's a series you really love and you watch a new,
We
brand
could
new
give
trilogy,
up some of these balls.
and then realize
We don't
you
really
can write
play with
something
them.
better yourself. It hurts.
Thank goodness you've come. I've been trying to raise an alert, but something's jamming my signal. Probe droids are lurking in the mountains.
My dad's and the other.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Did Nicholas leave?
No, Nicholas is here.
They don't play with
I
these
thought he went
anymore.
to bed.
The phone sticks.
Brilliant. Again, they...
Yeah, they don't play with those anymore.
What am I doing? I said don't give away some of your toys because you can keep some of them for their children.
Here.
Spitfire?
Yeah.
Don't get rid of all the childhood toys, like keep some of them for when they have children.
Yeah, we're keeping a lot of these toys.
Yeah, because it's like, it's good like when they grow up, you'll have some toys on standby immediately just to give to the babies.
I've always kept stuff of my kids. Like I have a bunch of Genevieve's like little toys from when she was younger.
To the nursery, creeping past the royal guard. Whatever do they see?
She doesn't even play
This
with
woman's
it. Why
rage,
the
or is
fuck
it
did
just
we
me?
keep
You
it?
must be here about the Mother's Milk Project.
I'm sorry, I'm ranting because there's so much crap.
Like, I would vote Howie as well, and that's sad.
Pump it into an egg. The baby's feed.
You know, it's sad. I'm probably gonna vote Howie Hawkins, and he's not gonna win.
No, he's polling really well in California. He actually has 60% of the vote.
Because most people in California don't like Biden.
No, so he might actually, if he wins a state, that will be the first time in history that a third-party candidate, that'll actually be a big bump.
Well, no, I mean, it'd be nice if a third-party candidate won.
No, but if a third-party candidate wins one state, it will show the American populace one thing. That you can vote third-party and get some result.
Yeah, it would.
Which would mean that it's not going to be too... people instantly don't like Howie because he's a socialist, but most people don't even understand what socialism is.
I liked his policies. I liked his policies very much.
Well, he had some bad ones, but compared to the other two, he was
possible.
far.
There were some things I was like, no.
But most of his policies are far superior to Trump's for Biden's. Like opening the Canada border shows because Trump wants to shut the Canada border as well. Which will piss the Canadians off and piss off your Western allies. But having the Canadian border open or shutting the southern one makes it seem like you actually care about international relations. And Howie wants the border in South America to be open, but he wants it open in a way that only skilled applicants can come into America.
But they've been killed. Throats slashed to
Like
silence their screams.
people were betrayed or
My feet's massing for another
degree.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think
that's Howie's plan, but Trump doesn't. Trump just wants a shutdown. So
having the border completely open is not safe.
And having it completely
No, it's
shut
not.
is
It allows the drug cartels and other
But
things to come
the
in.
problem with Trump's policy of having it completely shut is that also causes a bad after effect because you won't get skilled migrant workers entering the country, and you need
We could
those.
probably send a couple of these dolls over. I need to figure out what the fuck to do with this one there.
That's the thing about Biden.
I might
too
just
over
shave
the
her
top
head bald.
to the letting people in, and Trump is too over the top to getting the people out. Howie's is the middle.
Might be able to salvage it. Oh, fuck with it later.
Seriously, being bald just sucks.
No, like, there's their policies. Howie has the best green energy policy. He wants to buy Australia's advanced solar technology and install it in the middle of the US deserts, where there are no people. Like, he wants to install it in like places like Death Valley or the Arizona desert, where there's no people and no mining activity or anything, where you can just sit it there and use it to supplement the grid. And that's actually like, hey, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
A lot of his policies seem like he's looking at Australia. No offense. But it's like he's looking what works in other countries and then is making a custom solution to adapt it to America.
Well, because we can't have your solution.
But Howie looks like he's going, okay, this is a good idea.
This can go.
But now if
This is
we
a good
move
idea,
this
adapt it
around
to
a little and move it like that, and well, like putting solar power panels in the areas of the US where there's nothing of value in any way of mining gas or anything at all except for sand is actually quite a good idea. It will supplement the grid. It's not going to cause major blackouts because you're not just switching to it. It's just it will ease the amount of, you can just, like, let's say you do that, you might be able to lower the amount you rely on coal and oil by like 5%, and that's a 5% emission lowering.
I want to tell you, you should be proud of me. I found you myself.
My what?
I found you myself.
Yay! No, but like, Howie has some dumb policies, but compared to the stupidity of Trump and
Well, because I don't
Biden?
I don't like Biden's whole, like, I like some of Biden's green,
okay, like Biden's
sustainable
internet
living
policy
policies.
is probably the best internet policy.
What?
Biden's internet policy. He wants to change all the existing cable to fiber to the property cable, fiber optic cable, the whole grid. And that's what should happen. You need that, because you'll never have to replace the cable.
Privatizing internet.
Like, Biden's internet policy, I'd vote for that. Trump has some good policy. Howie has the best gun law reform, in my opinion. He just wants to get rid of the gun show laws and have stricter testing.
Because I don't think I personally agree you shouldn't be able to go get guns at a gun show.
without a background check.
Yeah.
Like Howie's thing is, if you want to buy a gun at the gun show, you have to bring when you go to a gun show, you have to bring the background check papers and information with you. You have to show it to the person you're buying the gun off. Which I think is fair.
I got yeeted, sorry.
Like Spitfire, the Green Party's gun controls, he wants to make it so at gun shows you have to show information, like you have to get a background check done before
I can't hear you, sorry, what?
Okay, the Green Party leader, his gun reform laws are this. He wants stricter background checks. He wants to get rid of the high-grade military weapons that people can use, like rocket launchers and the assault weapons that shoot 5,000 rounds per minute and can shoot through a tank. Like he wants to get rid of them, restrict the testing, and he wants at gun shows that you have to, before you go to a gun show, you have to get a background check from like a normal gun store, and then you hand it to the seller at the gun show, and they have to look at it and approve the purchase. Like, what do you think of those?
That I can agree with, because too many private sellers sell guns to underage kids.
No, but do you agree with these gun laws?
Stop trying to manipulate our young people.
Extent, because I am a Second
No,
Amendment
but like
activist.
he's not trying to get rid of your gun. He's trying to keep them out of the hands of criminals, and he's trying to. That's why he's testing.
Because a lot of times, unfortunately, there are those who have mental disabilities that shouldn't have guns.
And he also wants it so you actually have to have a gun safety test when you buy a gun.
I mean, most people have that regulation already.
No, but it includes having a visual eye test, which a lot of gun stores don't have.
Shit.
Like you actually have to, it's like getting a driver's license, you have to pass like a visual test and a shooting accuracy test.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's kind of, he's trying to use gun reform, but he's not doing it in a way that will piss off the far right. He's trying to, he's just trying to keep it out of the hands of criminals and get rid of the military. Not all military-grade weapons, but the ones that can shoot down tanks and things.
I mean, those are only able to get, you know, the only people allowed to have access to those are military.
No,
so...
but you can buy them through gun shows and things in some states, and he wants to get rid of that.
I mean, that's fair, but don't take them away from our military.
No, he doesn't want the military to have it. He wants so private citizens you can't buy them. Gun shows and things.
That seems fair.
Yeah, like,
I can live with that.
Private citizens should... Are there some assault rifles that can shoot like 100 people down in a second? Normal people shouldn't have that.
Yeah, most of those are customs.
No, but like, Howie's gun control seems to make some fucking measure of sense.
Ha! At your pace.
Alright. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Good night.
Kissing the kitties.
Also, Howie's a former Marine, so he said from his country he fought in Vietnam.
Okay.
So
There's that.
Howie said...
Please go over to what's-her-name's house.
His thing was, he said, I saw the damage
As
that
get some of
high-powered
these back.
military-grade weapons can do to civilian populations, and I do not want them in the hands of private people. That's his
I
stand.
agree.
Like, and people saying he's a nut job, when you read his actual policies, a lot of them make sense.
I'm gonna have to, like, clear off this.
I agree, and I was like, okay, get there needs to be some level of gun regulation. I agree.
Like, you can't just have, you have to at least have background checks on all gun sales and keep it. And once it's so you're convicted of a major crime that in all states of America you can't buy a gun. Like if you're a murderer.
That's normally how it goes, but...
Like...
I mean, if you're a sex offender, you can't even buy a gun. I mean, in my state,
in California, if you are a criminal that doesn't involve guns, like if you are convicted of a crime that didn't involve guns, you can still get a gun.
That's why. That's why Howie said.
Like shoplifting, okay,
No,
but
he
fucking.
He had a list. He said if you're a murderer, a rapist, a grand theft, arson, or like the major ones that cost thousands, like tens of thousands of dollars of damage or ruin people's lives completely. You can't. His thing is he doesn't want those people to have easy access to guns in any way or form.
However, I think there needs to be more. Like my thing is, there needs to be more done with mental health.
Yeah, and remember his prison system thing. He wants the government to publicly own all the prisons again, and then put in a system to educate first-time offenders. And
that I agree with,
he wants
because
the Australian prison system where the first time you offend, the government gives you skills to get an actual trade.
You can give these to my dad.
But
Get sketches.
But instead, if you screw up again, you don't get that again.
It can go to
You only get
garbage.
one.
That can go
Why does
to
the
garbage.
socialist guy
What do
make
you wanna do
sense?
with that?
I don't understand that
Okay.
either. But
It makes
no.
more sense than the others.
Because my mom worked in a prison. I think I told you that. And she would see people who've been in and out for,
No, so
years.
he just wants it, so like if there's a first-time offender who's like, they're just drug running or something, he wants to go like, well, you did a minor crime, so let's give you the skills to get a trade, and if you fuck up,
There's
we're
really
not helping
not
you.
that many books over
I
here.
think criminal records should
Because
not
they
be a
freaking
part
destroyed them.
like shouldn't be a factor when hiring.
He said that. He said criminal records shouldn't be a factor unless you're applying for government work.
Yeah.
Like if you're
You
applying
little
for government.
shit.
Why does he has some bad policies, but overall,
Right.
like I give Biden a 5.
And I'm a freaking unicorn.
Trump a 6. I give Howie an 8 out of 10 on the policies.
Hi.
And the sad thing is,
I'm gonna pet you because you're right here.
He
and
kind
you're
of
getting
blows
over
them
it.
out of the water.
Okay.
I
Just keep
have
going
a
here.
black minority as the running mate, Howie. I have a former U.S. Army vet. She is a minority, comes from a poor background, and is educated with a degree.
Okay.
How many boxes did he just tick by picking that woman?
Just for Kate.
Several.
We can take the.
He
And
got-
They don't
her
really
being
play
a
with the
woman.
blocks.
But she's also a vet, a minority, and an educated woman from a poor background.
She's also progressive.
Yeah.
God. Is it wrong that I want Howie to beat this smash the Democrats?
Yeah.
I
I'm
do.
just putting him over here in the kitchen.
I
for now.
still love his shade thrown to the Democrats.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Affordable
tell
Care
Spitfire
Act.
what he said about the CARE Act.
Spitfire.
I'm not getting rid of this.
What, Howie had the
This
best
is
piece,
Genevieve's
piece of
favorite
shade
thing.
sent at the
Besides her
Democrats
baby.
Obamacare. It's brilliant what he said about
Her favorite
Obamacare.
thing besides her baby.
Hey,
Those are her things.
Spitfire, you have to listen.
She only has so much that's actually just hers.
What Howie said
And
about
Ellie's all like mine. It's like, no.
It was created by insurance industry hacks, backed by a Democratic-led Congress.
Like,
Oh, here's the other one.
Actually, Howie, would your dad respect Howie?
No,
The bag of
because
stuff.
my
Would
dad
would
is very...
you respect him because he's a former Marine?
would respect that. I think.
Like, your dad would go, if he wasn't voting Trump, he'd probably vote Howie.
Also, since he's former military, he's not gonna do anything to fuck with the military.
No, he wants to increase military spending, and he wants to increase how much veterans get paid and the military's wage.
Yeah.
Your dad would vote for him if Trump wasn't in the picture, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Because of his veteran policies?
Baby dolls go over in this bin.
Yeah.
Because it's where all the blankies are.
So is that why you
Because
told your dad you were voting for Howie? You'd go, why? Would you just instantly go to his veteran policies as
with
to
how
why?
much crap we are literally losing.
What would your dad do
like,
if he said, oh, I'm voting for him because of how he treats veterans?
We're almost out of this bin.
Would that get sympathy points from your
You know
dad?
what? I'm thinking.
Probably, but I don't know.
Fuck
My
it,
dad's
put
very
this shit
pro-Trump.
in
I'm
there.
like,
No, but with that, like, well, I just want to vote for him because he wants to
I
help
think
the
that's what I'm
veterans.
gonna do, because
Spitfire,
let's be honest, there's like no real reason to have this bucket.
Half of Howie's running budget is supplied by Australia.
I don't even play with these.
But you know how it works.
Spitfire's
right?
not paying attention.
You know how it works, right? If a foreign country helps it, they can't help it win, but they can help fund it. And they can't have the basically Howie said, if you find me in Australia, if I win, we will pay you back in full. So that's basically what he said.
Yeah.
And if America goes, why are you giving Australia all this money? They paid for my campaign. And part of the deal of them paying for my campaign was, I pay them back on my win. Like, would the American people get pissy at that?
Slightly, because it'd be like, but here's the thing, we already owe you money, so
No,
you get a side of.
but he just, but Australia, but
I've rather heard though over those that one dude who literally attacked and assaulted people. Just saying. Sorry. Political crap for who's running for Congress. It's either Susie Lee or some freaking ex-con for Nevada.
We're gonna need to pick our House of Representative for California soon.
Yep. Gotta love this shit, right?
And I need to start educating people that the people we put in Congress actually matter more than the people we put in for presidency.
Yeah, but most people care about the presidency than Congress.
That's what they want you to think, so they can run all over you. I need to find you. I lost you.
Trump isn't planning on doing anything about the healthcare except for fixing what Obama did.
Yeah,
and I mean, that kinda needs to happen. It needs to be a solid Medicaid. And he's been discussing it. He hasn't even touched it yet because he's worried about fucking up the system.
No, what Trump wants to do is do everything before Obamacare, whereas if you're poor, you are SOL. So you get no healthcare, no nothing. Biden wants everything free.
That's the problem, is nothing is free. And that's what I have to keep telling these idiots too, is that nothing is free. They're all like, oh, it's free to learn how to kill people, but it's not free to learn how to save people. I'm all like, do you not realize the freedoms that people are giving away by going off and fighting wars for you? You know how you get that nice Christmas dinner and you get to spend the holidays with your family? Yeah, half of them.
Yeah,
80% of them actually
I get that healthcare can't be free, but the way we're going is not going to work either.
Yeah.
We can't go back to that system where there's nothing. Because unfortunately, as times are, not everybody can get a job and not everybody can get healthcare. So you're kind of boned if you are one of those people that you've tried, you can't. However, we need to also make it to where it's not easy to live off the system.
I do have to say though, is that we need to force people to work for it.
Yeah, but you can't force people to work for it if there's no jobs.
That's true.
So how
My
are
whole
they
thing
supposed
is
to work
like,
for
oh,
it if
you're
they
gonna
can't
no,
have
someone
jobs?
literally goes, you're gonna force someone with disability to do it. I'm like, no. Because disability, at least you have a fucking reason.
Yeah.
These people who are freaking lazy and just have Medicaid because, oh, you can get on Medicaid if you have a state ID. And you know where there are actually certain states that don't care and will just give state IDs if you have a birth certificate.
Actually, in California, you legally have to have a state ID.
Yes. But to get a state ID, I mean, you literally just have to have a birth certificate in certain areas, like Indiana.
Billy?
So illegals can get a state ID and then turn around, get a social security card with that ID, and then turn around and get the free Medicaid, which people don't see the problem until it's too late.
You can't get a ID card. You can't get a social security card with just an ID.
I kid you not, you can, because police officers have been cracking down on it in Colorado.
If they're getting it illegally. You can't. Legally, you cannot have a social security card unless you are a U.S. citizen and you are entitled to one as a U.S. citizen, or you have your own foreign identification.
Yeah, but if you have a state ID and any kind of way of showing who you are and saying that you are a U.S. citizen, you can get Medicaid.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. Like, you shouldn't be able to do that. I think Medicaid. I think you have to be a U.S. citizen.
All depends on where you live. I'm seriously not joking. You may think I'm crazy, but I'm serious. In certain states like Indiana, they get away with that shit.
Yeah. But like, okay, but that's Indiana. Most places, you can't. That's not how that works. And we need a system. We can't have Australia's system. That's not gonna work. But we can't keep going the way we've gone because that's eventually things are not gonna work.
Uh-huh.
So we need a compromise. We need a system to where doctors shouldn't be charging out the ass for things that don't cost that much.
Uh-huh.
And we need to stop making it. We need to make the healthcare system government run instead of privatized.
That's why a lot of people are pissed off. And this is nothing against Carrie. This is nothing against, people who are trans. But they want shit like breast implants and sex change operations to be free.
Breast implants, I don't think it should be free. I think sex changes, if it's not free, I think it needs to be subsidized.
See, my whole thing is if you can get a nose job and you have to pay out the ass for it. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. This is your choice. Your choice, yes. And if a woman has to pay for an abortion, then they should have to pay for.
I don't think women should have to pay for I think.
Okay, Spitfire, can I explain Howie's policies, please?
Sure.
Okay, his stance on healthcare is 1, he wants to make it so you have to be a US-born citizen or a US permanent resident, which means someone who's fully immigrated to the US to be able to access our healthcare system, unless you're a tourist who's been horribly injured. Like, there are exceptions, but you have to be a US citizen or you have to be fully immigrated here to get access to the healthcare system. 2, he wants it so if you earn under $20,000 a year, your healthcare for all important things will be free. So all surgeries, if you're under the minimum wage level, like you're in the poverty level, will be free for you because you realistically wouldn't be able to pay for said surgeries or get insurance easily. when you reach the lower class, he wants it so it's a subsidized system for the lower class who can afford to pay for healthcare and insurance but can't fully, like if there's a big cost.
She's fine right where she's at.
Like if there's a big cost operation like a hip replacement that can cost tens of thousands of dollars, he wants to subsidize it so that they won't have to pay that much. They only have to pay like $1,000. Like, do you get what I mean? The rich,
yeah.
It's actually a good system in my opinion, because it means if you're poor, like if you can't afford healthcare, you can still get healthcare, but if you can afford healthcare and you have to do a major operation,
it's subsidized.
Yeah, like that's the system America should have.
Yeah, I didn't agree till it yesterday.
Or like it should definitely be subsidized for like middle class.
Did you agree, Spitfire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says healthcare for all everyone under 18 should be free because children need access to quality healthcare. Like, do you agree with those points, Spitfire?
9.
Like, children shouldn't be restricted access to healthcare just because their parents are poor. That's not right.
No, in Nevada, healthcare is free for children until they turn 18.
He wants to make it countrywide. Do you agree with like all the policies he has?
No idea. I don't know if he's coming home. He's at his dad's.
Like, do you agree with his policies of he wants free healthcare for children? If you're poor, if you're below the poverty line, healthcare is free for you. If you're above the poverty line, it starts to get subsidized when you have to pay for major things. Like, I think the healthcare system is like one of the only ones that makes. Trump wants the Bush era one, which doesn't work. Trump can't go back to the Bush era healthcare system. There's a reason people wanted to change when Bush was in power. It didn't work. Like, Howie's healthcare system, he just wants it so if you can't afford healthcare, you get it for free. If you can't afford it...
I really hate Trump so much. I really do.
And Biden and Trump are walking train wrecks.
I hate
I think she's just laying there.
I hate Trump.
I'm trying to discuss Howie's policies. Like, Howie's policies...
I still want to punch him really bad.
Howie wants to reform the police so they all have to have...
Come on, Dance!
I am so gonna stick my foot right up his ass one day.
No, she's having a hard time getting up the stairs.
We're not discussing how bad Trump is, we're discussing Howie Hawkins' policies.
I know, it's just that I just have nothing good to say about the guy, that's all.
Well, you don't really know anything about Howie, do you?
You have nothing nice to say to not say anything at all.
I lost you there.
Like,
okay,
Howie.
maybe you're right. Okay, maybe you're right, or maybe I'm just being an ass.
These things are cute.
Like, Spitfire, what do you honestly think of Howie's policies?
I'm sorry for being an ass.
You're fine.
It's okay, Nicholas. Like, he wants to make it so every state in America has to give children free healthcare no matter what their position, race, or class.
That's what I prefer.
And he wants, so if you're under the poverty line, healthcare is free because you realistically can't afford healthcare. If you're in the lower class, it's subsidized. If you're in the middle class, it's subsidized a little less. The higher you go, the less subsidies it is. It isn't free, it's just subsidized.
Yeah.
Like,
also, if
sounds
government
better.
ran instead of being privatized.
And he wants the prisons to be owned by the public, and he wants the healthcare system to be owned by the public so big pharmaceuticals can't charge out the ass for drugs.
Yeah.
So you don't have the issue of that one lady going, I want to charge $300 for an EpiPen.
Or that, what about that black woman in 2008 who was paying $6,000 every 6 months for cancer drugs?
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember that.
It was like, I'm sorry, but Howie has a point. Big pharmaceuticals should not be in charge of the pricing of the things. The government should be. Like, I'm sorry, but the government should regulate it so it's at a price that it's affordable to all Americans.
It's like in America, it's like, do I choose to die? Or do I choose to get saved, but I'm going to be in debt forever paying off medical bills?
Like, I'm sorry, but You're right, Wing Spitfire. What do you honestly think of Howie's policies? Like his healthcare one?
I honestly like it. It's better than what we've had.
And it's better
than
Obama's
policy, thank fucking God.
And it's better than Bush's. Like, it's if you can't afford healthcare, it's free. If you can afford healthcare, you pay for it with insurance. But if you have like a major operation, that gets subsidized heavily, so you don't have to pay much.
Hey Cheryl.
Like the higher
instead of having those 2 bins,
like
and then the drugs
why don't we
won't
just shove it all
cost
in
as
this
much.
one?
Like
because
it's like I know how
easier.
He has some weird policies, but overall, he also wants to close the gap to the minorities, because there is a gap. But his thing is, well, there is a gap, but it is not a great divide as the Democrats would lead you to believe. And he wants to enact policies to fix the gap, and then take them away when the gap is closed.
Yeah.
Like, there is a gap. It's just it's not as big as people think it is.
Like there may be a slight wage gap between men and women, but not to the extent.
They act like it's insanity.
Yep.
It's like a 5% to 10% slant against minorities and women, and it's not to the.
I'll split them up.
It's not to the insanity that Americans think it is, because during the last 30 years, the gap has been closed a lot, so it's not as insane as it used to be. It's still there, but it's not.
I know.
It's not to the level where it's awesome. Like, it's there, but it's just not to the level where it completely defeats its purpose. I hope I'm making sense.
Happy Pack goes with the picking kids.
Is it wrong that if I was American, I would vote for Howie?
I'm voting for him because I'm like, fuck this. I can't in good conscience vote for Trump or Biden.
His policies actually make logistic sense. Well, a lot of them anyway.
Actually, most of them do. There are a couple of them I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work there, buddy.
But across the whole board, 70% of his policies make sense, while only like 40% of Trump and Biden's make any damn sense.
I don't know where you went.
Like, Biden, like, Howie's craziest policy...
You realize these are the kids' toys and not yours?
Like, Howie has some nutball policies, but, like, he seems like an Australian libertarian socialist.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Our best prime minister was that.
Okay.
Paul Keating was
Sorry.
like that was Paul Keating was, Paige. You know the one you really liked. He called Obama all tip and no iceberg. He called Trump an old fossil with a baseball cap and a book of quotes.
Spitfire. You know what he called Obamacare?
What?
He said it was an insurance industry. It was created by insurance industry hacks, led with a Democratic-led Congress.
No,
I like that.
I was just like shade. Did
you know what Paul Keating said about? Like, Paul Keating wasn't even in power at the time. Do you know what Paul Keating said about Obamacare?
No, I didn't.
No, I love this. It's like he said it's like wrapping up a dead cow. It's like wrapping up a dead cat in a bow and saying it's new.
Say what?
That's what the Australian Prime Minister said about
Obama.
Obama.
What?
The Australian Prime Minister in 2008, when Obamacare was enacted in America, he said Australia has far better healthcare than America. He said it's like wrapping up a dead cat and telling the public it's new.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
The Australian...
Because it's not new and it's not good.
And it's a flaw. They should... Howie's healthcare system is the one that Americans should vote for.
Because we can't have total free healthcare across the board. Our country's not designed that way.
Having it free for the people below the poverty line who can't... Like, having it free for people who can't actually afford it, and for children, I can back that.
Because I feel like also drugs shouldn't cost so much. Because I know it doesn't cost so much. It doesn't cost much to make.
Okay, how much is an EpiPen in America? Like $100? For like one?
$300.
For one?
For one, yeah.
You know how much they're in Australia? $20.
That's ice cream.
For a six-pack.
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm sorry, I really think Trump should really just submit already. Submit already. You've been doing this for 3 years. Just submit already. Submit already. Submit.
I don't want Biden to win because Biden will just fuck the world economy.
Biden will destroy this country worse than Trump did.
And Biden needs to submit too. He really just needs to
Trump
submit.
has done some
No,
okay
but
and
he's
good
done
things,
some good in the
but
country, but by fucking up international relations, it will destroy your economy far worse than the gains you've gained during his term.
Biden really needs to let up too. That guy really needs to let up. He really does. He really does.
But both the left and right candidates are terrible. You put a gun to my head, they say vote for one, I said, I'm not voting. I can't vote for those people in good conscience, because both will destroy the country, both in different ways.
And also, Biden's probably not going to be the one that's running the country. It'll be Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris has done jack shit for Kamala Harris did jack shit for California. She's going to do jack shit for America.
And not only that, did you hear she's backing a freaking pedophile and telling him that she's proud of him?
Yeah.
For what he did?
Do you know what Howie...
That's fucking
You're like
disgusting.
this. Guess what Howie's stance on pedophilia is? He says, we can't legally in good conscience kill pedophiles, but we should deport them.
Well, they should. If you ask me... Wait, no, Tatiana, if you ask me, I think Spitfire... If you guys ask me, pedophiles deserve everything that comes to them.
No, but I just like how he says in good conscience we can't kill them, but they should just be deported.
Hey, we own good Guantanamo.
So it really doesn't matter.
Someone I know actually turned out to be a pedophile. Someone I know.
Someone I know.
Oh yeah, no.
I agree with Howie's pedophilia policy, which is just deport the fuckers.
We'll just beat the shit out of them.
Oh no, he has two policies on them. One, he says conscript them into the army and send them to go die in the Middle East, or deport them.
That's crap.
I'm just glad he got 20 years, so he has the rest of his life to think about what he did. Just glad he got 20 years.
Dude who molested me ended up killed in prison.
Good. Good.
Stop your whistling.
Nothing. I do nothing. I know nothing.
I
know nothing.
My swing.
I know nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing.
I don't know. I can't kill the person who hurt me because he is already dead. And the other person who hurt me can't leave his house for a while.
You mean forever?
You better stay the fuck in that house, you hermit.
No, I really hate, like, Howie, I was in good Howie did make a deal with, he does have one policy that might piss off some Americans. He has said he will sell all Pacific...
Like, what we could do, Cheryl,
can I say what
is I know how those
with the selling the Pacific Islands from Australia, he said this.
During the day?
I will agree to sell all Pacific Islands to Australia except for Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and Guam.
I was thinking we could just take the table and
but
slide
those
it
are
to the
little,
wall and
but
just
the other
have
ones are little countries that we don't do anything with.
Yeah, so, no, he said we can sell all, we'll sell all our Pacific Islands except for Guam, Puerto Rico, and Hawaii. Why did he pick those three to keep?
Because we have military bases on all three of them.
Yeah, so Howie and Australia would still accept that deal. It's just he keeps the strategically viable ones with resources while selling all the ones that logically, realistically, America doesn't do anything with.
Yeah.
And he
so what'd you think? Like, this is a good start. Like, I kept two cups, they're little teacups.
For that
they
deal,
have a coffee pot, so...
For that version of the deal, Australia's offering $2 trillion, so, and wiping out the debt that America owes Australia, which adds to $3 trillion. So Howie sells a bunch of islands you can't do anything with, and exchange makes money. Does that sound bad?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it doesn't. And I feel like he would also make the deal with Canada.
So
just kind of... Because Alaska just wants to be Canada anyway.
But the deal with Alaska is that if we sell Alaska to Canada, America still gets to drill for oil and things, it's just they have to pay trade tax on it.
Yeah.
Like, they still get to export it for a while, but, like, they don't have to pay for the export. It's just they have to pay trade tax on the worth of the oil.
Yeah, although, if time being, they may actually work out something to where we won't have to do that either.
No, but just paying trade tax, that's not bad.
No.
Like, that's... Why the hell is Howie making sense?
Because he's making sense, and I can't...
I haven't fully organized.
I can't in good conscience vote
I'm going
for
with
either
this stuff
one.
first. Is this theirs or is this yours?
Do you agree that Howie would probably be the leader of American youth at the moment? Because he's not going to win, but if Howie won the election, how much difference would he make in the country?
He'd make a lot of difference in this country. Because to be honest, if Howie doesn't win,
so
I would prefer
move this
Trump
over here against the back of the couch.
over Biden.
But that's because Biden's such a low ball.
All I can say is fuck Joe Biden. That's all I can say. Fuck him.
I don't like either
I
candidate.
hate Joe Biden because he said, if you don't vote for me, you're not a minority.
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking about the
Bullshit.
volleyball.
Like, he said if you don't vote for him, you're not black, Asian,
Yeah,
or
and
Hispanic.
the thing is I don't want Trump, or I don't want Biden.
That they play with all the time.
Like Biden wouldn't be running. Biden wouldn't be leading. He'd be a puppet.
Let's say this. I would have preferred Bernie Sanders to be president over Biden.
Oh no, if Bernie Sanders was still running, I would have voted Bernie.
Bernie's better than Trump.
I wouldn't, but that's just me.
Why wouldn't you vote Bernie?
I didn't particularly like him, and with all his health issues, I literally
No, but
did not want
policy-wise, would you vote for him? Not personality.
Debatable.
Never.
Debatable.
Okay, I like his...
I actually was completely against him making college free.
He doesn't want to make it fully free. He wants to make it more like the Australian system, where it's you don't have to pay it until it's free until you graduate.
I don't know what's inside.
That was
Kira.
Did the news misrepresent what Sanders' plan was?
That was Zoe.
He just wanted to make it so you wouldn't get crap.
That was Zoe, because I was the one who caught her.
That's Zoe.
Hey, it's not like a system where you don't have to start paying off your debt until you get the damn piece of paper. That's fair. That's fair, because a lot of people, that means if you can't pay when you... That just means that when you apply, you don't have to worry about... A lot more people would be able to go to college then.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have to be worried about making the payments while you're at college. You wouldn't have to pay your... Like Spitfire, that was Bernie Sanders' opinion on college. He didn't want...
Cool it down!
Do you agree on that?
Sorry, I'm working on the kids' toys.
Because Bernie Sanders' original policy before he dropped out was, once you go to university, you shouldn't have to pay for university until you get out of the university.
Like, that's all trash.
And
I don't play with it.
I'm sorry, but that's a fair system because it's not fair on the people who can't afford the startup capital to go to university.
Yes.
Although I feel like it should be a system.
Yeah,
also,
they freaking.
but you
I
need to
was
keep your
talking
grades
to
up,
my
though.
friend Heather, and they were literally saying
not good grades,
that
but at least,
if people
least
were
have to have like a
caught
high school
outside
diploma or
trick-or-treating,
something.
they were going to get
like
citations.
passing.
Like, you have to have a lot of colleges in Australia. You have to at least have a
No
high
fucking
school
difference.
diploma or a certificate
Oh
for
wait, I know the
equivalency.
difference.
Yeah.
Large amounts of candy.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if you're in the college, you can't just be failing classes left and right.
Well, in Australia, if you start failing classes, they just fail you and you don't get your money back.
Sorry, Ellie. get you
In
in the backpack
Australia
eventually.
thing, if you don't show up for class for 3 months without a good reason,
I
they just put an
know,
automatic
but they're
fail on your
freaking
test.
$20.
Yeah.
And if you don't get passing grades for more than 6 months, they automatically fail you.
Or take you out of your.
Unless you have a good reason. Like if you have some...
Like mental health, or like
if you're in
medical
hospital or
or
something. Like,
family.
if you're in hospital for 6 months because you got something really bad happen to you, they give you like, okay, we'll give you a 6-month extension on your
Balls
degree.
and pillows. They're a hammer.
Like, how is like Bernie had? I think people didn't like Bernie.
No, I already did that.
What? Didn't Bernie
Yesterday.
get a lot of flack because he was a socialist?
Yeah.
And people kept
Yeah,
calling him a
I
communist.
literally cleaned
There
out
was
underneath the couch yesterday because I
policies I
had
did not
to
agree
find
with.
Woody's hat.
Howie's the best.
Yes. Fucking annoying.
I agree with more of Howie's than anyone else's, but if Bernie were still in the race, he would be my second choice.
Howie's a better. I'm sorry, but Howie's policies. But he wants to buy solar panels technology from Australia, then put them in the uninhabited and useless areas of the U.S. to subsidize the electrical grid. So we don't have so much reliance on foreign oil and coal.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing because it makes America more self-reliant.
And if we can be self-sufficient,
we can become
Or
a stronger nation. Well, your nation, it's like...
you like this guy so much, you're like, hey.
Hey, he wants America to join the Commonwealth. That's why Australia's funded.
There.
What?
For my dad's
That's one of his
house.
policies. He wants America to join the Commonwealth because it's a free trade union.
I just cleaned
And military
that.
pack, so...
I just organized that.
With the military pack, America could scale back its military by like 5% and put it elsewhere.
We could.
Like...
But the chances of that happening ain't gonna happen.
No, but like, that policy makes sense!
That one makes sense. I would be a bit iffy with it, because most
Not
Americans
very
would be like,
much.
we don't wanna... We
No,
don't
like,
wanna be...
5% is... You spend over $500 billion.
Huh?
5% would be like $5 billion.
They have them.
With the healthcare.
They're just in the
or
food.
infrastructure or something. It's like
Yeah.
it's 5%. It's not much. And with the military pact, China would, even though you lowered that, China wouldn't be able to do absolutely anything. Because they try to do anything in the US, you have the entire planet on your side. Like,
that's actually an agreement we would need.
Like, Howie's...
Yeah, the rest of
People
this
think
is
Howie's
good.
an idiot, but I think his policies are actually quite forward thinking.
You want me to pick it up and move it?
Because Howie
Move,
said
dog.
he said America was once a superpower,
I'll
but
move
we need
the
to
stove.
adapt to make us the prominent superpower again. Is she wrong?
I mean, I can put some stuff in there. I just...
Do you really wish that
They're
guy
fine
was
with
the
just the
Democratic leader?
cups and
Yeah,
the
'cause I would
plates.
just be like, fuck it.
But, you know, I hate the people that just go socialism
I got
bad.
this.
It's like, I don't even know what socialism is. There has never been a true socialism.
What, that?
except
I
for
just
when
put
Lenin
that
was
over
in
there. They
Russia
were
for
playing
one
with it
decade.
yesterday.
I'm sorry, but Lenin's Russia was
Move, dog.
actually... In the 1920s, when Lenin was in charge of Russia, it was known as the best society on earth. Isn't that kind of sad?
Oh, okay. I'll just set it over here for now.
Russia started out socialist, but when Stalin got in power in the 20s, he turned to communism. So the Soviet Union, everyone knows, is communist because Stalin took over in the 20s. Did you know what Lenin's policy for Russia was?
What?
He wanted a
Yeah.
he wanted a united Eastern Europe. Because he was scared of America and the British Empire and wanted to unite Eastern Europe just so they'd be able to block the other superpowers.
Instead.
Why does Howie make sense?
I just want to at least get this area pretty much done.
He also says that he wants to get rid of the two-party system.
Yeah, because Ellie would freak out if one of her babies disappeared. Yeah.
You agree? You like
Ellie
how
would freak out if her babies disappeared.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like Hawkins?
Once I get, well, it might not have to be shampooed back there. But
What's your mother think of Hawkins?
I don't think she thinks so much about any.
Because I'm guessing, what did she say when you thought about, like, when you told her about his abortion policies?
I didn't tell my mom about that.
I thought, did you tell her about some of his policies this morning?
She was too busy.
Hi, Cat.
But, like, some of his abortion policies good.
I like that because, I'm sorry, there are some cases where you get an abortion, like, up to a year after the baby's
That's
already
what you
born.
get for
Like,
putting
but
your fucking
isn't that
nose where it
murder?
don't belong, dumbass. What? What? Oh yeah, they're fine. Yeah, look.
And I'm just like... wants to make...
Elsa's fine. Jasmine might need a little
Instead
tweaking,
of the
but...
terrible student loan system that America has,
Yeah.
she wants to make one more
She
like
caught her hair in it, and it's just been a little...
Canada's loan system.
Awesome.
Where the
But I am
government pays
getting
for
rid
your
of
college,
those fucking
and when you get out of
prize
college,
balls.
you have to pay the government
I don't
back.
even know where the third one is.
Which, it's not free, it's just, it gives you the chance.
No, the girls, she had 3.
Like, his thing is, if you can't
She
afford,
had one with
like, if
glittery
you can afford
blue
college,
hair
you can
that's
pay for it.
disappeared.
But if you can't afford college, the government will pay for
I'm
your college, then you pay
actually
the government back after you graduate.
baffled at the fact that they allow
We'll garnish your
children to have
wages till
these.
you die.
Because
In your opinion,
I may have had
it's not a
tattoo
good
Barbie,
system.
like tattoo your Barbie, tattoo you.
Yeah.
And fake
Okay.
tattoos, but never did I have a doll with fishnets.
Like,
yeah.
Did you think he's
Like there was
education policy?
fishnet and clothing that came with rats, but
Oh,
not
didn't
to
you
the
really
extent
like
of
his
putting
teaching
them on
policy where he
things.
wants to give the power to the teachers on the curriculum?
I might take those out to the swap meet
Well,
this
was
weekend.
that one of the big points of why you wanted to vote for
Maybe I
him?
can get like $5 for
Or
them.
give more power to, not to teachers.
No, he
but,
said,
like,
his memory's thing, he said teachers will have a say on the curriculum they teach.
I know someone has 2
Yeah.
Jessie dolls
And
for
what was
40
your
bucks,
major-
but they're like
and he
the
wants to
older,
get rid of
older ones
standardized
from Toy
testing.
Story 2.
What did your brain do? This man
Yeah.
But I'm not spending. If I can spend $30 a piece and
Internet
brand new
testing shouldn't be a
clean,
part of anything.
and I don't have to fuck with them
He also wants to bring back
and just
life
pull them
skill
out of their
classes.
boxes, why the hell would I go to the swap meet
He
and
wants to
spend
bring
extra
back
money?
life skill classes like
Like, I can
taxes
spend extra
and
money and get
economics.
them clean.
Like Comac.
Yeah. He also wants the
For
class that teaches you how
that,
to do your
and
taxes.
unfortunately, these ones would be coming from the UK.
He wants classes that teach you how to do life skills in case you ever have to do something yourself.
Little girls at outdoor stuff.
Like how to do your taxes, how to
It's just what
fix
Ellie's been
basic
asking
things.
for. It's like she wants an eat bag and she wants like Jessie,
He's a bit of a
and
wacko with
she
some
wants
of his
Sissy
policies,
to
like he
have
wants-
a Bo Peep, but Sissy doesn't really play with
Yeah, he
dolls
has some crazy
yet.
policies.
Kinda,
But
but not.
the scary
I know
thing
she
is
loves
most
that
of his
one doll
policies
on
are
Harry the
sad.
Rabbit. Ellie.
Yeah, is that sad?
I'm gonna shove those balls.
Like, it's not fair that the best politician you have is that guy. You love watching Australian Parliament, don't you, Paige? Because why did you love
I
it?
just
Because I
wanted a
want
little
to
bit
do
of
you
this
slowly.
done, so I wouldn't have to like fight with it tomorrow.
What did you do when you heard that? Oh, the was like, so the leader of the opposition, who was the former prime minister, was saying what? Ah, sure. What was the line I really like?
Right.
Oh, you're the leader of the opposition, correct? And you're saying I'm bad at my job. But 4 years ago, you were leading the country. If you're so bad at my job, why aren't you here? What did you do when he said that?
At least you're a bitch.
So if I'm so bad, why aren't you still in power?
I don't know.
Didn't that make you laugh? Because what did you basically say? You got in, you fucked up, and I'm the leader, so shut up.
And then you have the deputy leaders who
That's
are
what
like,
I said.
You don't know what it's like yet.
You've
so.
never been in power. You think you know how to run a country, but you couldn't run cattle. You started laughing.
Clean that up. Push this over here real quick.
Did you just laugh how he just... How good was that guy at insulting people?
Very.
Did you like his Obama one? He's all Sith and no iceberg.
Yeah.
Let's see. I love what he called George Bush. The old coconut is still super glued to the presidential seat. Paige?
I don't know if we can have the table over there.
Didn't that one get you? The old
I don't know.
What did you do?
I haven't talked to him about it yet.
What did you do when I first
The
said
small
that?
bag of toys is going to my dad's. The big bag of toys is going to Kate's.
I like Paige. What did you do when I first said that? The old coconut is still super glued to the presidential seat.
No.
No, I love Clinton. I love his joke on Clinton. The last time I saw a leader as competent as Clinton, I was talking to Nixon.
Yeah, you better delete your Twitter, pedophile. That's right.
No, but like, Paige, do you like that?
Yeah.
You know, he didn't like most U.S. leaders because he thought they were just idiots.
Most people do.
No, I love... Didn't you love Kevin Rudd calling out the American public for voting for Obama out of pity? Paige?
Yeah.
Didn't you love that? He went, why should I respect him? He's a leader of a country, but does he truly deserve to be a leader? Did you elect him on his policies, or just because he's black? Did you elect him because you feel sorry for the supposed wrongdoings that your ancestors may have occurred? Because not all of you are from that era of America, so you do it out of pity, don't you?
Yeah, you better.
Does that truly mean you respect this man, or are you just giving him a token position? What do you think?
The spies are dead.
How much balls does that man have to do to say that to the American public?
This is how you get results on Alderaan.
In 2008. like, what would you have done if you saw that on the news?
Few live up your deed demand at first.
When Kevin Rudd said that to Obama.
I'd laugh.
But the crowd got pissed off at him, but Obama just said, "You're right." What's that mean when Obama says you're right? Obama admitted, so basically Kevin Rudd got Obama to admit he only got in out of pity.
Please use all products only as intended.
Are you impressed by that, Paige?
Yeah.
Why? Do you like Kevin? Kevin, you saw Kevin Rudd? He's very good at getting the people on his side. You noticed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, like, what did you do when you heard him? He's very calm. He's very understanding. He's very good with people. Why was the only reason he lost power?
Do you require medical
He's got backstabbed.
That's kind of not fair, is it?
Yeah.
And he tried to run for election again, but he ran, but the problem was Labour, the person who stabbed in the back screwed up so much that no one wanted his party in again.
Yeah.
And I love his line was, he just said, "I feel betrayed. I tried my best for this country. My own people betray me." And his last speech before he left being Prime Minister was, "You'll regret this in 15 years when China is the superpower and we've been destroyed by World War III. You should have listened to Kevin." And then he walked off the stage. What does that mean?
What?
Well, his last speech.
About China, like, he's trying to taking over everything, including Australia.
And China's already trying to do it, and it's been 7 years since his speech. Was he wrong?
No.
Is it kind of sad that he was, in my opinion, he was in the top 3 best leaders we ever had. I respect Kevin Rudd. I wish Kevin Rudd was in power now. He'd lead Australia to true. Like, you heard him talk about what the Obama administration should do with China.
Yeah.
They should try and do things to make them halfway to... Okay. Because you love how he said, you may think your way of thinking is correct, but that's not true. For the Chinese, whenever the Chinese have met the West, they've been constantly attacked and destroyed. So when you try and bully them, they just act... They build up power to fight back, because when you constantly get attacked by Western countries for thousands of years, what's your first reaction when they try to bully you? Not submit, resist. Is he right? Why does America understand that, but the Australian leader does?
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Speaking of African Americans, I'm actually on this website.
Oh, I know that. So it's just, I really hate the term African Americans because in Africa, the African peoples in Africa really do not like the term African Americans because not all African Americans came from Africa.
Yeah.
So they don't like the term African American because it's offensive to them.
Yeah, I'm on this website.
You know when the riots were happening? There was an actual video of it for someone from Africa who came to the country and they're like, I don't understand why you're doing all this. Stop doing that. Well, we're trying to, because, you know, we're trying to make it better for people like you. And I'm like, they're like, do you know where I just came from? Do you understand where I just came from? I came from Africa. This is not, this doesn't help race at all. This just makes people afraid of us. And what people are afraid of, they hate.
You can't force an issue like this on riots and resistance because if you try and use brute force to change something, it makes it worse.
And then they called the person from Africa, telling them that they aren't Africans. Like, they aren't black. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Bitch,
telling the black person from Africa.
That black person from Africa is more black than all of you put together. They're from Africa! No, yeah, you're kind of medium at the most, from what I've seen, Nicholas.
But it's still, like, it shouldn't matter what skin color you are. You should all treat each other fucking the same.
Exactly. I don't care what race you are. I accept everybody.
Oh, my thing is, I don't care what race you are. If you're a good person, I'll like you. If you're an asshole, I don't care what race you are. I'm gonna avoid you.
Exactly. Exactly. Not that certain someone too critic why you get. Why am I even?
I hate how Biden's a racist.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Why am I even bringing up that jackass? He's long gone.
Biden's a racist, and no one wants to admit he is.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen some of the statements he made in the 90s about African Americans?
Trump is a racist, or not. Trump's not really racist, but I'll try to
He's Asian phobic.
Yeah.
He's very anti-Asian policy, like with the Asian countries.
Oh no, I just love how there was a little thing that says Asians are not people of color, and I'm sitting there, I'm like,
No, I love, the West destroyed Africa, and I love it was this Japanese guy said, did your cities get blown up?
What?
An Asian guy said, did 2 of your cities get nuclear bombed and permanently poison the country? No? Shut up! No, why do you... Like, people don't understand that black people, before white people had Africans as slaves, white people were slaves to Africans. Why is that so hard to understand? So, when white people first met Africans, there's a reason it's ingrained in medieval culture that to fear the African people, because about 10,000 years before Christ, white people enslaved the Africans.
Yeah.
And the white people escaped the Africans and had this ingrained fear in them that black people would hurt them. That's where racism came. That's where the racism to black people came from. It was out of complete fear from being formerly subservient to the black people.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get up the middle-aged white people when they first encountered Africans they just instantly wanted to shoot them, because in their history, what did they remember? Like, when these British explorers went to Africa and met some Africans, what do you think their first reaction was when they saw the black skin?
Oh, I went in on someone who says white people have never been enslaved, and I want to be like, you want to bet?
No, but like, what do you think the British explorers who in their written history have ever things of being enslaved by darker skinned men? Well, what do you think they did? They instantly went into kill this thing because it will hurt me mode.
Yeah.
I can't blame them when they first met the Africans, because the Africans enslaved them. So, would you really get up an African slave who escaped the slavery in America and then fled to a black country when they went a white man again, instantly went into flight or flight reaction?
No.
It's the same thing. It's because their history shows they were treated badly, so like, it's bad what happened, but at the start when they first encountered each other, I can't, like later on, centuries later, I can blame white people for it, but when they first met the Africans again, I can't blame them.
No.
Because we have to get rid of them or they'll hurt us, sort of thing. It's an ingrained fear.
We have to show we're dominant, or we're not getting very far.
It's like what the Black Lives Matter people do now. They want to show they're dominant so they don't get hurt again. It's the same thing.
Yeah. The only problem is it doesn't help. It causes a cycle of violence.
It just makes an endless cycle. It started with black people, went to white people, went to black people again, and now it's with the white people.
It's 10 minutes to 5, and I'm about to go to bed.
Alright.
Night, Nicholas.
Night.
Like, it's been going on for 20,000 years.
Good night, Nicholas.
Like, it's a 20,000 year endless cycle. I just want the cycle to end.
And school hatred too.
Yeah. Like, it's just an endless cycle, and it's never gonna stop unless somebody stops the fighting. The only thing is even when you stop the fighting, they keep fighting.
Yeah. What I heard to be the better about is we can't stop. I mean, I think I'm pessimistic about it, but there's always going to be a hit at some point.
It's like, it's been happening for 20,000 years. How the hell do you stop a cycle that's been switching who has the dominant power for 20,000 years? It just switches between black people, white people, Asian people, black people, Hispanics, and so on. An endless damn cycle of who... And at one point, each race was on top of the totem pole.
The girl I have a crush on is Hispanic. The girl I have a crush on...
No, it's like... The thing I hate about it's just an endless cycle, and you can't finish it. It angers me because...
My crush is actually Hispanic.
Like, I just hate it. It's annoying because you want this cycle to end, and then people say, oh, we're the only ones that have been impressed. Yeah, that's what white people were saying in the 1700s. That it was justified. That it was justified to oppress the black people because what they did 3,000 years ago. And black people said it was justified to do that 3,000 years ago because what white people did 5,000 years ago, and it just keeps going backwards, and people just won't get over themselves.
Timing loss, everybody. Good
night.
Alright, it's just like, I'm sorry for the rant, but I'm just sick. If you look at history, it's just an endless cycle of one side being oppressed, they get unoppressed, 1,000 years later they want to be the oppressors because they were oppressed before, and then it starts all over again.
It's an endless. Good night, Nicholas.
Alright. It's just, and people just seem to only, people are very restrictive how long their memories go back.
No, it's like we've all at some point have hurt each other and been hurt. The cycle of pain doesn't end.
That's what I like. Like Kevin Rudd's like, we've all been enslaved. We've all enslaved. We should unite as one united community against slavery because all our peoples know the horrors that slavery can commit on people.
People have been enslaved for years. Whites, blacks, Asians.
Do you agree with Kevin Rudd's statement?
Natives. Like, it's all people. Pain is pain, and you don't get to inflict pain on others just because pain was inflicted on you.
Kevin Rudd makes sense. Well, I'm sorry, but that man made a lot of sense.
You know that whole thing where an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind? Yeah, no. How many times are we sitting here going, this person did this person did that, this person did this? It's like, I get it. Gotcha.
I think I'm done for the night. I'll see you later, everybody. Thanks for hopping by. Sorry for the rant about politics and slavery. If you want more of that crap, drop by, because I'll talk about it, if you want.